Good evening and welcome to Phil Waybright Gymnasium, the home of the Argos Dragons. Steve Stricker here alongside Isaac Smith.
Hello, hope you're having a great evening as we get ready to go here.
All right, so tonight we've got Argos Lady Dragon basketball action coming your way. Tonight the Lady Dragons will be hosting the Lady Bruins from Bethany Christian High School. I'd like to welcome in everyone here to RTC4.com and their coverage of Argos Lady Dragons basketball. Lady Dragons come into tonight's contest with a 1-0 mark here on the young season. They defeated Caston the other night in a great fourth quarter effort. Alrighty, so we're already having some issues with the computer, so not sure where it froze up on you. The Lady Dragons 1-0 after the win the other night versus Caston. They won 47-32 on 23 points from Morgan Dunlap. The Lady Bruins come into tonight. This is going to be their first game of the season. They are coached by Kristen Parson. She's 107 and 138 in 12 years with the Lady Bruins. The Lady Bruins were 12 and 10 last season. They lost in the semifinals of the Blackhawk sectional to Lakewood Park Christian. Returning leaders for the Lady Bruins, Anna Kaufman, a junior, had 241 points last year for the Bruins. Taryn Clark, a senior this year, had 130 last year as a junior. And Cassie Miller, junior this year, had 77 last year in her sophomore campaign. They graduated 4 seniors from their squad last year, including Taryn Clark's older sister, Tessa, who was a really good player for the Lady Bruins. So we'll see what the Lady Bruins have on tap here tonight. Argos coached, of course, by the head man, Gary Teal. 81 and 37 in his 6th season here with the Lady Dragons. 239 wins and 147 losses in 18 seasons overall. And nice way to start off the new season for the Lady Dragons with the big win against Caston the other night. So game number 2 here on tap here in just about a minute. And I tell you, the Lady Dragons coming back out on the floor here tonight. They've got to get a little bit better contributions from some of their leaders than they had the other night. A few girls had some issues. They only had 5 points from the senior Macy Stricker. She was in foul trouble most of the night in the first half, and so she's going to have to step up. Rachel Kuntz had a nice three-pointer there to give the Lady Dragons a advantage going into the halftime. Macy Morris had a couple points, and Abby Manikowski was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. So see what the Lady Dragons can do here this evening. The Lady Bruins on tap. We're getting set. We're going to do our national anthem and get the starting lineups here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Alrighty, so here we go. Starting lineups first for the Lady Bruins from Bethany Christian High School. Starting off number 10, Taryn Clark, a 5'5 senior. Number 14, Sadie Brenneman, a 5'8 freshman. Number 30, Anaya Kaufman, a 5'6 junior. 34, a 5'8 junior, Cassie Miller. And 44, a 5'6 sophomore, Mariah Miller. All right, for your Lady Dragons, number 12, a 5'4 senior, Abby Manikowski. Number 24, 5'9 senior, Macy Stricker. Number 34, a 5'8 sophomore, Morgan Dunlap. Number 42, a 5'9 sophomore, Macy Morris. And number 44, 5'10 senior, Rachel Kuntz. Same starting lineup as Thursday night. 3 seniors and 2 sophomores on the floor for the Lady Dragons.
Quite an impressive lineup for both teams, sporting many seniors there.
All right, so the Lady Dragons in their home white uniforms with the black Argos with the gold trim. The Bethany Christian Lady Bruins wearing their blue traveling uniforms with the white letters and white numerals. It's going to be Rachel Kuntz jumping against the senior Taryn Clark to get things rolling here from Phil Wadebright Gymnasium. Game number 2, Lady Dragons underway. Tipped back to Dunlap. She's going to bring it across the timeline. And the Lady Bruins look to be in a little man-to-man defense to start the game. Manikowski getting bodied, passes it over Stricker to the right wing. Dunlap has it, right wing looking in. She's going to drive hard to the bucket and put it in for the first bucket of the game. Nice drive there by Dunlap. Picking up right where she left off the other night versus Caston. Clark passes it in. Kaufman has it, and Stricker gets a hand on it, but can't get it. And going to be a turnover. Morris comes up with it with the steal. First turnover of the game. Pass ahead, Stricker, long 3 on the way, just off the front iron. Nice rebound there by Manikowski, can't put it in. And the rebound comes out to Miller. Miller's going to clear it out to Brenneman. Across the timeline for the Bruins. Brenneman over to Kaufman. Kaufman with Dunlap working defense on her. Manikowski on the floor once again, and it's going to be a tie-up, and it's going to stay Bruin ball on the jump ball.
Overall, some impressive defense from the Dragons, forcing a turnover on the first drive for the Bruins and almost forcing another one there.
Brenneman gets it in. Clark has it on the top. Dragons in their 2-3 zone defense. Clark with it on the right wing. She's going to get fouled. That's going to be Macy Morris with the first foul of the game. Team's first. Going to be out of bounds there for Brenneman. She's going to inbounds for the Lady Bruins. And she gets it up ahead to Miller. Miller finds Clark. Clark's going to drive all the way into the bucket and put it in for 2. Nice drive there by the senior Clark. Ties the game with 6:22 left. Stricker's going to take another 3, and it's off the mark, and she tries to save it from going out of bounds, but it's not going to be. So it's going to be Lady Bruins ball. Clark, a little pressure there, and Dunlap thought she could come up and sneak and get Clark, but instead she gets called for the foul. Going to be her first, team second. Kaufman gets it into Clark. Clark's going to bring it across the timeline. She wheels to the right, back to Kaufman. Dunlap on Kaufman. Kaufman pulls up for a nice 10-footer, puts it in for 2, and the Lady Bruins are ahead 4-2 now. Stricker gets it over Manikowski, flash high post. Nice little pass to the wing for Morris. And she's going to get fouled by Mariah Miller. That's going to be her first, team's first. And Manikowski's going to be underneath, take it out of bounds for the Lady Dragons. Gets it in, nice pass into Kuntz, and she puts it in. Nice little inbounds play for the Lady Dragon. Rachel Kuntz, first bucket of the night, ties it up for the Lady Dragons. Clark wheels across. She gets it to Miller. Miller into Kaufman. Kaufman over to Brenneman, who airballs it. Stricker comes away with it. Stricker bringing it across the timeline. She finds Morris. Nice pass inside, but Morris wasn't ready and gets it back out. Manikowski has it back up to Stricker. Stricker waiting for the Dragons to get set. Gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap gets poked in the face. No call. Manikowski wheels around, looks for a lane, nothing there. High post to Kuntz. Back, Kuntz has it, three-pointer. Macy Morris up top. Morris drives, gets to the Stricker on the left wing. Stricker shut off, nice pass there to Dunlap. Dunlap's going to wheel in with the left and get the bucket to go. Nice pass from Stricker and a beautiful job there with the left for Dunlap.
Yeah, nice finish there for Dunlap.
Clark up top, she's working on Dunlap on the 2-3 zone. Dunlap did a nice job getting in front of it. Kaufman now has it at the top of the key. Kaufman into Miller. Back up. Kaufman's going to take a three at the top of the key, and that's good. Anaya Kaufman with 5 points already for the Lady Bruins, and they take a 7-6 lead here over the Lady Dragons. Dunlap into Kuntz at the high post. They're going to do a wheel off with the Manikowski. Stricker tries to drive, nothing there. Back up to Manikowski. Manikowski might have got away with a little slip on her foot there. No call. Nice little wheel right there by Macy Morris. Takes it strong, but she can't finish. And a good rebound there for Cassie Miller. Kaufman over to Clark. Nice screen there on Manikowski. And a pass, and there's the open. Miller on the weak side. She puts it in for two. And Coach Teal doesn't like what he's seeing. The Lady Bruins with this 9-6 lead here early. And the Lady Dragons are just a bit out of sorts there on their rotation. So we're going to take a break. Going to come back here with more first quarter action from Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, welcome back here. 3:32 left to go in the first quarter. Bethany with a 9-6 lead here over the Lady Dragons. And they're being led so far by Anaya Kaufman with 5. Lady Dragons still trying to find their range. There's Manikowski, can't make, and Kuntz can't make on the rebound, and it's rebounded by Bethany. Little full court pressure there by Dunlap, and handled well by the Bruins. Clark has it up top. Clark over to Kaufman on the right wing. Back to Clark on the baseline. They're looking for Miller inside. She's double teamed and it's stolen there by Stricker. Good defense there by the Dragons. We'll see if they can capitalize on it. Stricker's looking to drive in. She takes a little jumper and it's no good. Rebounded by Kaufman. Kaufman's going to bring it across. Manikowski's playing D on her. And gets it over to the left wing to Clark. Clark's looking in. Brenneman has it. And blocked there by Miller, or Kuntz. Miller gets the loose ball. And Miller's going to get fouled by Manikowski. And she's going to go to the line to shoot two. That's going to be Abby Manikowski's first foul, team's third. It's going to send Cassie Miller, 5'8", junior, to the line. She misses the first. And Manikowski's going to take a seat, and number 20, the 5'1" sophomore Cagney Hoffman checks in. So the second free throw by Miller is good. And the Bruins now have a 10-6 lead with 2:26 left here in the first quarter. Stricker has it out top, gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap looking for Morris, nothing there. She's going to try and drive. She kicks it out. Stricker on the wing. Stricker for a 15-footer off the mark, and it gets a good hop, and it goes in for Macy Stricker's first bucket of the game. Nice little 15-footer right there for the senior. Clark brings it around. She gets it over. Kaufman on the right wing with Hoffman working defense on her, down to Clark. Clark's going to swing it all the way around to Brenneman. And the little jumper inside, they found Kaufman in the middle, and she gets another bucket. That's 7 now for Kaufman. 4-point advantage for the Lady Bruins. Stricker on the right wing with it. Gets it over. Hoffman on the left. Hoffman down to Morris. Back up to Hoffman, up to Stricker at the top. Morgan Dunlap has it back up. Stricker's going to take a 3 from the top of the key. She's going to be short again. And the battle for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Stay Lady Dragons ball. Good work that time by Rachel Kuntz. Saves the possession. We got a sub. Mariah Miller's going to come back in. Cassie Miller is going to check out for the Lady Bruins. Dunlap, nice little play into Kuntz. Kuntz is going to shift it. Get it over to Hoffman, back to Kuntz. Kuntz takes a little 15-footer, no good. Rebound by Miller. Little pressure there by Dunlap, and no problem. Kaufman brings it across. Kaufman over to Clark on the right side. Clark takes it back up top. Gets it over to Brenneman. Brenneman gets it backed up top to Clark. Good pressure defense there by Dunlap. Blocked by Morris, and the rebound, Miller puts it back. So Miller gets blocked and gets her rebound back and puts it back in. 6-point lead now for the Lady Bruins with 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hoffman down to the baseline to Morris. Back up, Hoffman on the left. Stricker up top. Ten seconds left. Nice pass in there. Three-pointer on the way for Morris, and it's good at the buzzer. Macy Morris puts the three-pointer in and brings the lead, cuts the lead in half for the Lady Bruins. 14-11 here after one. Pretty clean half or quarter. Only 2 turnovers for the Lady Bruins, so we're going to take a break. Be back to second quarter action here in just a moment from Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, welcome back here. Second quarter action getting set to go from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. At the end of one, Bethany with a 14-11 lead. It was up to 6 there, Isaac, but nice three-pointer at the buzzer for Macy Morris. Cuts the lead in half and really kind of out of kilter a little bit as far as offense goes here in the first quarter for the Lady Dragons, so we'll see what they can get going in the second. Appreciate Isaac. He's doing double duty tonight. He's filling in for camera and also doing color for Andy, so great job tonight. Bethany with the ball to start, and it's going to be over and back here. And a turnover for the Lady Bruins. Kind of unforced, little forced, but not a lot of forced, I guess you could say.
Well, the Bruins have had 2 turnovers in the beginning of the first 2 quarters, and then have continued to have a pretty clean turnover-wise quarter in the first quarter. Let's see if they can duplicate that here.
Kuntz has it on the right wing. Looking for Stricker up top. Stricker with good defense there from Miller. Dunlap looks to drive, nothing there. Hoffman has it. Hoffman finds Stricker with Miller tight on her. She needs to use her advantage speed and take it into Miller. Hoffman, nothing there. Pass it back, Stricker. Stricker up to Hoffman at the top.
For the Dragons, who struggled offensively in the first quarter, trying to get something done, and there's a little backdoor attack for Morgan Dunlap. Can't quite finish it though.
Clark's going to bring it across the timeline here for the Lady Bruins. She's looking for a lane to attack, and she finds it and can't convert, but a nice drive there by Clark. And Miller's down on the floor. Morris brings it across, gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap in the corner to Kuntz, and Kuntz airballs it, and the rebound goes to Cassie Miller for the Lady Bruins. Miller gets it to Brenneman, brings it across. Over to Clark on the right. Clark looking for a teammate inside, nobody's home, so she passes it back out. Kaufman has it. Kaufman back, Clark has it on the wing. She's going to look for a lane on the baseline, and it's knocked out off of Rachel Kuntz. Good defense that time by Rachel. So we got a sub coming in, number 32, Grace Reinheimer, a 5'7" junior for Bethany Christian. And number 50, Kaylee Carlton, the 5'11" junior, is going to check in for the Lady Dragons, and Rachel Kuntz is going to take a break. Kaufman inbounds it to Clark. Clark looking for a lane right down the middle, and it's going to be stolen there by Stricker. Good hands on the play. Turnover for the Lady Bruins. Stricker coming across quick. She's going to drive it, gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap finds a lane and takes it all the way in for the bucket. Nice job there by Dunlap. She found a little crease and took advantage of it and brings the Lady Dragons to within one. Clark looking for Kaufman. She has it. She's going to take a three from the right wing. No good. Stricker can't get the rebound. Clark knocks it out of bounds, or Miller knocks it out of bounds, though. And it's going to be Lady Dragons ball. Bailey Hanton, a 5'7" senior, is going to check in, and Miller is going to take a break for the Lady Bruins. 5:30 left to go. Lady Dragons down one, 14-13. Dunlap brings it across. She finds Stricker on the wing. Screen there from Morris. Gets it over to Hoffman, back to Dunlap. Screen from Carlton. Dunlap's going to take a three, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Miller. A little full court pressure there by Hoffman, and Kaufman is going to take it past Hoffman. And there's a bucket by Miller on the inside. So Miller with 5 points now. And the lead is back up to 3 for the Lady Bruins. Dunlap works it up top. Stricker from the free throw line, and she sinks it. So 2 little jumpers there for Stricker. She's got 4, and the lead is back down to 1 for Lady Bruins. Kaufman brings it across. Kaufman gets it over to the wing to Reinheimer, and the shot's off, and it's going to be rebounded. Stricker goes down hard, and no call. And it's going to go off of the hands of Grace Reinheimer and out of bounds, be a turnover for the Lady Bruins. Got a sub coming in, number 14. Brenneman's back in, and Kaufman's going to take a break. So the Dragons have a chance here with 4:18 left to go here to reclaim the lead. Hoffman on the right wing looking for Carlton inside. High post, Morris. Dunlap working on the left. Can't find an opening. Morris with a 19-footer, and she's going to be short. She shot it like it was an 18-footer from 19. Rebound comes around. Brenneman brings it across. Brenneman gets it over to Clark. Clark with Dunlap, and that's going to be the second foul here on Morgan Dunlap with 3:43 left to go in the first half, and she's going to take a break. Abby Manikowski is going to check in for Morgan. 4 team fouls for the Lady Dragons, so no and one yet, or bonus. Clark gets it over to Reinheimer. Back to Clark. Back up top, Clark has it. Good screen right there from Brenneman. She's going to give it back to her. Reinheimer on the left, Brenneman with it up top. Brenneman looking at the 2-3 zone. Clark trying to go around. Stricker, nice slide. Miller with the slide off the screen, and the miss, and the rebound goes to Morris. Nice defense there by the Dragons. Stricker's going to go hard to the bucket, and she gets knocked down to the ground. No call, and Lady Dragons get the ball. Stricker from the wing, short, follows her shot. Morris gets the rebound. 2 offensive rebounds for the Lady Dragons, and then Morris is going to get fouled there by Cassie Miller. That'll be her first. So 2 offensive rebounds. Good job by the Lady Dragons keeping the play alive. And Morris is going to be at the line with 2:56 left, and she has a chance to give Lady Dragons the lead if she can sink them both. First one is up and good for the sophomore, Macy Morris. So tied 16-16. Morris looks to give them a 1-point advantage here if she can put the free throw in. Second free throw on the way, off the back iron, no good. Carleton tries to get it, can't get it, and the rebound goes to the Lady Bruins. So we're tied here with 2:50 left in the first half. Nice defense that time. Looked like it might have been a double dribble on Kaufman. Long three, no good. Kaufman gets the rebound, no good. Stricker's going to come away with it. She's got Hoffman. She can't look, couldn't see her. Nice run there by Hoffman. Nice pass in. Manikowski into Morris, and she's going to get fouled from behind on from 44, Mariah Miller. That's going to be Miller's second and the team's third. So inbounds here, Manikowski's going to trigger the inbounds for the Lady Dragons. Let it go. There you go. No problem there. I'm going to foul that, Isaac. Three-pointer here on the way, no good for Manikowski. Looked good from here, just bounced in and out. Rebound comes up quickly ahead for the Bruins. Kaufman with it up top. She's trying to work on Hoffman. Hoffman gets the steal, and she's going to wisely pull it out. Had 2 blue shirts in front of her. Manikowski down to Morris on the baseline. Back up, Manikowski, back up to Stricker up top. So last 2 minutes of the first half here, tie ball game. Manikowski's going to shy another 3, no good. Rebound for Brenneman. Brenneman brings it across, gets it to the right wing to Miller. Miller picks up her dribble, gets it back up to Brenneman. Miller's going to take a 15-footer off the mark. Another rebound there for Stricker, and she's coming out with pace. She's got 3 on 2. She's going to pull up for the 15-footer, no good. And Hoffman almost had the rebound, but Manikowski knocked it away. And Lady Bruins come back across, Kaufman with it. And we have a timeout, something on the floor. Don't know, can't tell what it is, but the...
Maybe it looks like a coin?
Whatever it is, he's keeping it. 2 subs coming in, number 12 and number 40. That's going to be Clark back in, and Hanton for the Lady Bruins. And Miller and Reinheimer are going to take a break. Clark has it. Stricker's on her. Backs it back out. 1:07 left. Nice drive. Miller gets past Carleton for 2.
And Miller has been exposing that 2-3 zone all night.
Passing of the Bruins. They're finding that backside. There's a strong drive by Morris, and she's going to get bumped on the floor. And that's going to be a foul on Cassie Miller. That'll be her second foul of the night, team's 4th. 18-16 Lady Bruins with a 2-point lead. Manikowski is going to trigger the inbounds. Kuntz is going to come back in for Carleton. Nice minutes out of the junior Carleton right there. Manikowski, they're looking for Kuntz. Swing it back up. Stricker has it on the top of the key. Stricker gets it to Hoffman. Good, tough defense by Bethany. Kuntz has it on the right wing, back up top to Stricker. Stricker's calling for Kuntz to set a screen for her. She's going to drive it, gets it over to Morris. Kuntz can't handle the pass from Morris, but she steals it right back. So 2 turnovers right there, a quick one and a good job by Kuntz. Shots up and no good. Stricker Miller can't hit, and she's going to get fouled from behind on the rebound attempt, and that's going to be the first on Stricker, and it's going to put Miller at the line. Shooting 2. Cassie Miller's first shot up and off the back iron, no good. 8.8 seconds left to go. Dunlap's going to come back in. She's got 2 fouls on the night. Manikowski's going to take a break. Miller can put the Lady Bruins up 3 if she can put this free throw in. And bounces around, no good. Big rebound there by Kuntz. Kuntz gets it over to Dunlap. 4 seconds. Dunlap wheeling. Dunlap's going to take it and do a scoop with 0.2 seconds left, and she's going to get the foul. Go to the line to shoot 2. Let's see who they call it on. Going to be on number 12, Taryn Clark, the senior. That'll be her first, team's 5th. Dunlap at the line to see if she can tie it up here going into the half. First free throw is good for the sophomore Dunlap. And right here, Isaac, free throws are always big. The Lady Bruins missed 2, and Morgan 1 for 1 right now. So they could have had a 4-point lead at the best, and now with the second free throw from Dunlap, it's a tie ball game. So free throws are paying off for the Lady Dragons. That's going to do it for the first half. It's going to be an 18-18 ball game at the half. The Lady Dragons fight back from a 3-point disadvantage. 7-4 second quarter for the Lady Dragons. We're going to take a break, come back with second half action here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium here in just a few minutes.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, welcome back. We're at the half here with the Argos Lady Dragons and Bethany Christian Lady Bruins. It's a tie ball game, 18-18. And Isaac, the Lady Dragons have really cleaned up their turnovers from the first game. They've only had one turnover here so far tonight. 7 for the Lady Bruins, 5 of those coming in the second quarter. So the scoring for the first half, Lady Bruins led by Anaya Kaufman with 7. They had Cassie Miller has 5, Mariah Miller has 4, and Taryn Clark has 2. For the Lady Dragons, they are led by sophomore Morgan Dunlap with 8, Macy Stricker and Macy Morris both with 4, and Rachel Kuntz has 2 to round out the scoring here for the first half. So much better second quarter for the Lady Dragons. They're struggling here in the early part of the season, obviously, with finding the right chemistry. They've got 4 new starters out on the floor. They got a couple sophomores, Macy Stricker and Morgan Dunlap are really the only 2 with a extensive amount of varsity experience on the floor. So it's going to take a little time for everybody to kind of gel and figure out who has what roles. But the defense has played well, only allowing 18 points here over the first half, and the second quarter really well for the defense, only allowing 4 for Lady Bruins.
And that's something that has remained consistent for the Dragons over this first half, was even though their offense wasn't performing as they wish it were, they really kept that Bruins offense down to low scoring, which was really a surprise considering how many drives they had.
All right, so a little halftime action going on right here. The pop a shot, I guess you'd call it. Give $1 and win a pop. Some of the younger kids are out here trying their wares from the free throw line for the kids. So we got about 5 minutes left to go here before second half action gets underway. We're going to take a break. We're just going to leave it on the floor, and we'll be back with second half action here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium.
Awesome.
All right, here we go. Second half action getting set to get underway here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Lady Dragons game number 2 versus the Lady Bruins from Bethany Christian. We are tied at the half, 18 apiece. And it looks like it'll be the Lady Dragons ball here to start the second half. Steve Stricker here with Isaac Stone. We thank you for tuning in to our coverage tonight on RTC4.com.
Smith. Isaac Smith.
What did I say?
Stone.
Isaac Stone. Hey, that sounds better.
What?
Yeah, we're going to change that. Isaac Stone.
Isaac Stone.
You look kind of like Andy.
I have hair.
Well, shave the hair. So the ball gets knocked out of bounds by the Bruins. It's going to be Dragons ball into Manikowski. Little man-to-man here to start the second half for the Lady Bruins. Stricker finds a nice pass there to Morris. And back up top to Stricker. Stricker calling the play out. Manikowski's going to go to the left. Stricker gets it over to Morgan Dunlap on the right. Dunlap, a little screen and roll. Nothing there for Kuntz. Stricker back on the left wing. Little screen, little roll, little curl there by Dunlap, and can't hit it with the left. And good job there by the Dragons putting some pressure on, but Clark comes out with it. Clark's going to bring it across. She has Dunlap working on her. And there's a steal for Manikowski. She's got a one-on-one opportunity here. She's going to take it strong. No call. Wow, a lot of contact. No call on that. And it's going to be a turnover for the Lady Dragons. Sure looked like a lot of contact to me. Sometimes that's a tricky part when you have a fast break and slow refs. Not quite in position at the point of attack. Back over to Clark on the right. She's got Dunlap on her. Miller to the inside. She's going to work it around. Stricker on the weak side, rebound. She's got Morris. Works it around. There's Dunlap on the left. Nice pass from Dunlap. Oh, Morris can't handle it. Oh, beautiful cut, beautiful pass. Morris just can't handle it. And turnover for the Lady Dragons. Great thought there by Dunlap, looking for the cutting Morris. Stricker with the steal. Stricker with the turnover. Kaufman's going to take it hard, and she's going to score against Manikowski. Kaufman puts the Lady Bruins ahead. First bucket of the second half. Stricker, right wing. Dunlap on the left base. A lot of contact there. Manikowski's going to try a three. It rattles in and out. And the rebound goes to Miller. Three-point range has not been kind to the Lady Dragons so far here this evening. One by Morris, and that is it. Clark with it, Kaufman with it. She's looking for Clark. Almost stolen by Morris. Clark up top in the Argos circle. Clark looks left, looks back right. Nothing there, hits Kaufman on the wing. High post, Miller, Stricker's over. Kaufman's going to take a three off the top of the key, and it's going to roll in for Kaufman. So the Lady Bruins come out and score the first five, take the 23-18 lead here early in the second half. Stricker on the right wing, Kaufman on her. Not a lot of movement here for the Lady Dragons. Nice pass, high post. Morris, right wing, three is good. Second three-pointer of the game from Macy Morris. Cuts the lead back to 2 for the Lady Dragons, or Lady Bruins have the 2-point lead. 4:32 left in the third.
That's just a good shot there for Macy Morris. She's been hitting those consistently tonight. And that one was pretty open.
And the jumper is way off the mark by Brenneman. And a pass ahead from Morris. She gets it to Dunlap. Dunlap does not, gets it up. And a nice jumper there by Kuntz, and that's going to tie it up. So good push ahead by Morris to Dunlap. Dunlap gets it back to Kuntz for the 15-footer. We're tied up again with 3:56 left in the third. Clark up top. She gets a screen, goes around Kaufman looks for a three, no good. Rebound, Clark. Clark with Dunlap on her. Lady Dragons in a man-to-man here to start the second half. Stricker pops out on Clark. Two seniors working. And there's a trap by Dunlap. And smart move there by the senior Clark. She throws it off of Morgan Dunlap's leg out of bounds. Cagney Hoffman's going to check in for the Lady Dragons. Abby Manikowski will take a break. Kaufman's going to trigger from the far side. Hits Miller. Miller with a nice drive blocked by Kuntz, and the rebound goes to Macy Morris. Gets it up to Macy Stricker. Stricker sees Kuntz. Can't hit her. Stricker gets it back. Hoffman over to Dunlap. Dunlap called for the travel. Turnover, Lady Dragons. Well, I gave them kudos in the first half for only 2 turnovers. Now they come out and have 4 to start the third. And we have a timeout on the floor. Lady Bruins were tied at 23 with 3:13 left to go. You're watching RTC4.com Sports on.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or high seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, back here at Phil Waybright Gymnasium, timeout on the floor for the Lady Bruins. Both teams have hit a 3, both teams have hit a 2. 18-18 at half, 23-23 with 3:13 left to go. And it's going to be Lady Bruins ball coming out of the timeout. Lady Dragons have committed 4 third-quarter turnovers to only 2 for the Lady Bruins. We kind of raved on the Lady Dragons at the half of only having 1 first half turnover, and they come out here a little sloppy in the third quarter. Have to clean that up. So Kaufman into Clark. Clark brings it across. Miller at the high block. Looks for a 3, nothing there. Clark looking for a drive, and she gets it in. Miller's going to get tied up and get it back. And then there's going to be a 3 seconds right there on Miller for the Lady Bruins. So turnover for Bethany. Lady Dragons have the opportunity to take the lead here with 2:52 left in the third. Been a back and forth ball game all evening long. Stricker has it, gets it over to Dunlap. Dunlap looks, nice drive there on the wing, and can't put it in. And the battle for it, and Miller comes out with it, and nice steal. Hoffman gets it over, Macy Morris, and the little spinner, and Morris can't get it in, and Miller's going to get the rebound, and the foul is going to be called on Hoffman. No, they're going to call it on Morris. 42, Macy Morris, that'll be her second, team's first of the second half. Clark brings it across. They're going to swing it around, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Meg Heinisch, the 5'7" junior, into the game for the Lady Bruins. And that's going to be their 5th turnover now here for the third.
And that was just a long misjudged pass for the Bruins.
Stricker has it up top. She gets a screen from Kuntz. Kuntz rolls, nothing there. Stricker was looking for the shot. Gets it over. Morris has it. Drive into the baseline. Can't put it in. Nice board there again by Miller. And Kaufman's going to bring it across with Hoffman on her. And there's another mishandled ball by the junior, Heinisch. Almost a turnover there again by Hoffman. She's a tenacious defensive player. Kaufman's going to take a 3, and she's off the mark. Stricker with the weak side rebound. She's looking up the floor. She sees Dunlap. She's going to pull up for an 18-footer, way off the mark for Stricker. Stricker goes short, and Clark just runs by her and puts in the easy bucket. Puts the Lady Bruins up by 2.
Points have been hard to come by in this game. Pretty heavily defended game here.
The Lady Dragons have had their opportunities. They just haven't been able to sink the shots. Kuntz is going to try and drive into the paint, gets it over Morris. Stricker has it on the wing. Open three-pointer, does not take it. Hasn't really found the range yet on that shot. Nice cut, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Bethany. Good defense that time by Hanton. And 44, Mariah Miller is going to check in for Cassie Miller. Stricker's going to trigger the inbounds under the bucket. Almost had a nice shot there for Kuntz. Unable to find her. Ooh.
And a good move from Morgan Dunlap.
It looked like she might have gotten away with a little bit of a walk right there, but no call, so we'll take the bucket. Tie ball game with 20 seconds left. And tie up. No, a steal from Hoffman. Good job there by Cagney Hoffman. Creates the 6th turnover, 17 seconds. Lady Dragons looking to take the lead going into the 4th. Rebound, Stricker puts it up, and it's good. At the buzzer, Macy Stricker rebound, put back, puts the Dragons up 27-25 going into the 4th quarter. We're going to take a break and be back here with 4th quarter action from Phil Waybright Gymnasium in just a moment. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast on RTC4.com.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Alrighty, welcome back here. We're starting the 4th quarter from Phil Waybright Gymnasium. Lady Dragons take the lead on the putback at the buzzer by Macy Stricker, 27-25. So we'll see. They had a 3-point lead the other night going into the 4th against Caston and pulled away over a 15-point lead or win. And we'll see if they can't do that again here this evening. Bethany Christian has a tenacious team. They've been playing very well tonight. Neither team has hit exceptionally well from the field. It's going to be Bethany Christian ball. Clark's going to bring it across the timeline here to start the 4th quarter. Clark hits Kaufman on the wing. Kaufman back to Clark. Stricker's on her. Back up to Kaufman. Miller. Kaufman goes around Hoffman and sinks the jumper from about 8. So Kaufman around Hoffman, puts it in. Stricker back around, back to a tie ball game, 27 all. Hoffman on the left wing. All right, turnover there for the Lady Bruins. Stricker brings it across. A little miscommunication there. Kuntz comes out top. Almost a turnover. Macy Morris finds Hoffman. It's going to be tipped out. Stricker has it on the wing. Nice work there. Stricker gets it over to Kuntz. Kuntz is going to drive it and can't finish. Nice drive there. Got the ball knocked away, but was able to continue almost making that bucket. Good defense there by the Dragons. Gets it over. Clark has it. And the jumper is off the mark for Miller, and the rebound goes to Morris. Stricker running on the far side. Nice up and under that time by Dunlap, and she puts it in for 2. Beautiful move that time by the sophomore Morgan Dunlap. She's got 12 points for the Lady Dragons. They're back up 29-27 with 6 minutes left. Nice drive. Clark gets it blocked by Stricker. Morris has the rebound. She pushes it up ahead. Dunlap sees Stricker on the backside, and she gets it to her in the kind of unfashioned, it wasn't really intended, yeah. Over the top of the rim pass to Stricker. Stricker left wing. Kaufman on her. Up to Dunlap with Clark on her, over to Hoffman. Hoffman looks in, almost knocked away. Morris picks it up. Hoffman's going to drive to the bucket and puts it in. Nice drive by the sophomore Hoffman, and that puts the Lady Dragons up by 4, their biggest lead of the game.
And that's just 2 great finishes in consecutive right there from the Lady Dragons.
First bucket of the game for Cagney Hoffman. Might be her first points as a varsity player for the Lady Dragons, I believe. Have to look and see if she scored the other night. Nope, she did. Never mind. My bad. Her first points as a varsity player here tonight. How's that? All right. Timeout on the floor. Lady Dragons open up a 31-27 lead with 5 minutes left to go in the game. You're watching RTC4.com. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
All right, welcome back. 5 minutes even left to go here in the game. Argos opened up their biggest lead of the game, 31-27 over the Lady Bruins. It's going to be Bethany Christian's ball on the far side. Kaufman's going to inbounds for the Lady Bruins. Kaufman gets it in. Clark over to Mariah Miller. Miller up to Brenneman. Brenneman standing there, and then Morgan just picks her pocket. Dunlap passes it over. Hoffman, and Hoffman gets it to roll in. Hoffman with 4 points, last 4 points for the Lady Dragons, and they're up 6. Nice job of defense there by the Lady Dragons, causing the turnover. And a good finish by Hoffman. Miller gets it up top. Clark has it. Clark with Hoffman on her. Miller, Mariah Miller gets it in. Kaufman can't handle it cleanly, but she's going to get the foul call. And looks like they're going to get Macy Morris, I believe, on the foul. 42, Macy Morris. That'll be her 3rd. And only the team's 2nd here of the second half. Wow, only 2 fouls the whole half. And the free throw, once again, woes continue for the Lady Bruins. Number 24, Karina Kern, I believe. Karina Kern is going to check into the game for the Lady Bruins. And Brenneman's going to take a break. No good on both free throws there, Isaac, and Stricker comes away with the rebound.
Well, when you're down by 6, those free throws can mean a huge difference here late.
Yeah, blocking foul, nice little pass, great catch by Macy Morris on that. It was a little over her head, it was a lot over her head, but a great job of getting off the floor and catching that ball from Dunlap. And the foul is going to go on Kaufman, her first. Stricker's going to inbounds here for the Lady Dragons. Boy, she's got the player with her back to her. We saw Courtney Dunlap do that several times over her career where the player had their back on that inbounds and she just bounced it off her butt and catch it and do the layup. And that's a great hustle play there by Kern. And it's going to stay Argos ball, but Kern coming in and giving some good work for the Lady Bruins. It's only a sophomore. Stricker gets it in to Dunlap. 3:52 left here in the game. Dunlap's looking for a lane. Kicks it back over to Kuntz. Kuntz. Stricker for 3. Off the mark. Follower shot. No good. Kaufman's going to take it against Hoffman. And Kaufman will win out on that one every day of the week. Kaufman now with 16 for the Lady Bruins. 4-point game, 3:21 left to go. Stricker has not found her range from deep yet this season. Almost a turnover there. Dunlap was cutting. Dunlap gets it over. Stricker has it on the right wing. So there's a great big lane right there. I don't know what she's seeing. All right, over to Dunlap. Wide open lane. Got to look at the bucket, kids. And there's a double dribble turnover by Macy Morris. Brought it up there, and I don't know if it kind of caught her hip or something there, but they called her for a double dribble. So a turnover with 2:51 left, and the Lady Bruins looking to chip into that 4-point lead for the Dragons. Almost a turnover. Kaufman gets it. And there's a block shot by Dunlap. Miller gets it stolen. Morris gets it. And they're going to call a travel on Macy Morris. There was a lot of contact right there, but they haven't been calling a whole lot. So I guess that's a turnover for the Dragons, second of the quarter.
Now my interpretation of the on-the-ground traveling rule is, doesn't their body have to be in contact with the ground before it's a travel?
Well, she moved her feet, but there was an awful lot of contact there. It looked like a foul. Miller goes around Stricker and puts it in, brings the Lady Bruins to within 2. I think we just lost our camera. Okay. So with 2:29 left to go in the game, it's a 33-31 Lady Dragons lead. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Alrighty, so our little scoreboard camera lost its battery, so I'll keep you up to date. Right now we are 2:29 left to go. 33-31 Lady Dragons lead, but the Lady Bruins have scored the last 4 points, chipping away at what was once a 6-point Lady Dragon advantage. And it's going to be the Lady Dragon ball coming out of the timeout. The coach Parson for Bethany called the timeout, setting up a little full court pressure here against the Lady Dragons. Dunlap has it. She gets it across the timeline with ease. She's going to get fouled right there by Kaufman with the body, and that's going to be only the second team foul on the Lady Bruins. That's actually the second foul now on Kaufman. 2:21 left to go. Stricker's going to trigger the inbounds.
And the first thing your coach is going to tell you when it's late in the game is
passing. Oh, Morris can't get it in. Doggone, that was a nice pass on the inbounds from Stricker. Morris just missed the easy shot. Now Bethany with an opportunity. Kaufman wheels around, can't get it. And the offensive rebound is going to be a tied ball, and it's going to go to the Lady Dragons on the jump ball. Sorry, Isaac, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's fine. All part of the show.
All right, Morris gets it in. Stricker. Back over to Macy Morris. And the turnover. Kaufman, nice jump fake, and she puts it in, and that ties it up at 33 with 1:51 to go. And Lady Dragons need to be a little more team-oriented, aggressive on that press break. And right now, the Lady Bruins have come back from 6 down to tie this one up. And I tell you what, Isaac, Anaya Kaufman, the 5'6" junior, 12 points, 18 points already for the Lady Bruins. She's been a force for them inside. Cassie Miller with 7. Mariah Miller with 4, and Taryn Clark with 4. So Kaufman, somebody's going to have to get on her if they're going to try and get this thing going. Minute 51 left to go. We're tied at 33 after having a 6-point lead.
Well, I'm wondering if it's the pressure, but the turnovers have certainly seemed to increase as we get closer towards the end of the game for the Dragons, which is not boding well for them, which has helped the Bruins diminish that 6-point lead.
All right, here we go. Last 2 minutes of the game, we're all tied up. So let's see what we can do here. The Lady Dragons looking to move to 2-0 on the young season. Bethany Christian's going to drop back into a half-court set. I wonder if they're going to try and run some kind of a 3-quarter trap, maybe. Morgan Dunlap's going to drive it down. Stricker, left wing, over to Hoffman. And there's almost a steal by Miller. Minute and a half left. Kuntz has it on the wing. Stricker up top. Senior's got to take control right now. This is her game, her team. She's got to let everybody know. Minute 19 left to go. Lady Dragons might be nice backdoor cut by Morgan Dunlap, and a beautiful pass from Macy Morris. And Dunlap with 14 now for the Lady Dragons. Put them back up 35-33. We're right at a minute left here in the game. Clark looking in. Miller off the mark. Good weak side rebound again by Stricker. And under a minute left to go here, a 2-point lead for the Lady Dragons. Coach Teal is calling for the spread. Morris gets it on the right wing. Nice pressure that time by the senior Clark. Knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay Lady Dragons ball. 36.5 seconds left, 35-33. And Dunlap and Clark are getting a little chippy. Clark is going to get called for the foul, only the third team foul for the Lady Bruins. So if they're looking to put the Lady Dragons at the line, it's going to take a bit. And we got a 30-second timeout on the floor by Coach Teal. 33.5 seconds left. It's 35-33. Lady Dragons with the lead. We'll take a break and be back here in just a moment.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on RTC4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
All right, welcome back. 33.5 seconds left in the game. Argos with a 35-33 lead. And Lady Dragons ball. Stricker's going to have it. And it's going to go out of bounds. A lot of contact there, but they haven't called much tonight, so they're going to call it a turnover. And Bethany Christian wants a full timeout.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Okay, welcome back. We're in the middle of we're at the end of a tight one here between the Lady Bruins and the Lady Dragons. 30.6 seconds left to go. Lady Dragons with a 35-33 lead, but they just committed their 8th turnover of the second half. And
this one could prove to be really important, as now with 30 seconds left, the Bruins have the ball at their side of the court. hoping to burn some time off the clock and tie it or take the lead.
Coach Parson coming out of the timeout. We'll see what they do. Kaufman's going to trigger for the Lady Bruins. Kaufman, Clark, Miller, and Kern for the Lady Bruins. Kaufman with it, Dunlap on her. Kaufman has, yes, double dribble. The crowd called it for the refs. And Kaufman with the turnover. She's been big for the Lady Bruins, but the costly turnover here with 20 seconds left to go. Full court pressure here for the Bruins. And there's a big, strong possession for Macy Stricker, and she's going to get fouled by Kaufman. Good, strong job that time. She's got to realize that they're not calling much, and you got to be really strong with the ball. So inbounds, Stricker has it. And she gets knocked to the floor by Kaufman again, and it's going to be Kaufman's fourth foul. So I'm sure Coach Parsons doesn't want her best player fouling out here, trying to get him into the bonus, but right now, and then they switch, they put Clark on Stricker. And they're going to call a foul. Stricker's down.
And that's a foul on Macy Stricker with 9 seconds left.
That's a little crazy. I'm not going to. All righty, well, 9.9 seconds left. Dragons holding on to a 35-33 advantage. And it's going to be Lady Bruins ball when we come out of the timeout.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
Alrighty, welcome back. 9.9 seconds left to go. Lady Bruins with the ball. Kaufman going to trigger it in on the far side, trying to find Miller. And then it's stolen by Dunlap, and she's fouled immediately by Kaufman. 6.7 seconds left. Good defense that time by the Lady Dragons.
And I believe that is Kaufman's 5th foul.
Should be Kaufman's 5th. So she's going to be out. They wasted 2 fouls trying to get into the bonus with Kaufman following Stricker. And it's a battle down to the end. We're going to have a timeout on the floor with 6.7 seconds left. Lady Dragons have the ball coming out of the timeout with a 2-point lead.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp. Simplify your banking with a Simply Free checking account from First Federal Savings Bank.
All it takes is a $50 opening deposit. There's no minimum balance requirement and no service fees.
For a limited time, you'll also receive a free gift just for opening a checking account.
And with Instant Issue, we can give you a debit card when you open your account, giving you immediate access to your funds.
Simply Free checking from First Federal Savings Bank, a simpler way to bank.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
6.7 seconds left to go. 35-33 Lady Dragons with the inbounds. 16 fouls on Bethany Christian, so the next foul is going to put the Lady Dragons into 1-1. There's a foul on Clark. Going to put Stricker at the line, shooting 1-1. Wow, that was a quick clock. 4.7.
And this.
That's a hometown clock right there. I'll take it. 2 seconds run off. I don't know that was quite right. So the senior Macy Stricker at the line, shooting 1-1 with a 2-point lead. 4.7 seconds left. Let's see if she can get underneath the ball and put them in here for the Lady Dragons. I don't know what her heart rate is, but mine's getting there.
And if she makes both of these, this gets this becomes a pretty tough game for the Bruins.
Short. Travel, turnover, so the costly missed free throw, but the fifth turnover of the quarter for the Lady Bruins with 3.9 left. Lady Dragons are trying to let them hang into this. Morgan Dunlap, and she's going to be pushed from behind. That should be an intentional foul, not even attempting the ball. So Dunlap, the sophomore, is going to go to the line shooting the 1-1 with 1.4 seconds left. She hits one, Lady Dragons are safe. She hits two, Lady Dragons win. See what she can do. Stricker missed the first at her 1-1. Dunlap, and she's off the front. And there's a rebound, and the clock runs out. So they don't get the shots to go on the free throws, but it doesn't matter. Lady Dragons pull out the win, 35-33. You didn't have that on that, did you?
No, I did not.
All right. Isaac fell asleep on us, folks. All right, 35-33 is your final score. Lady Dragons are going to move to 2-0 here on the young season. It was a hard-fought battle throughout. We'll get some score totals or point totals here and be back with the post-game show here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium here in just a moment.
RTC Fiber Communications is now serving the community of Argos. Now you can enjoy the incredibly fast speed and reliability of fiber internet. Stream movies, surf the web, or watch your favorite local videos on rtc4.com. All from RTC Fiber Communications, now serving Argos. Give RTC a call today or check us out online at www.rtc1.com.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
All right, welcome back here, the Lady Dragon post-game show. Lady Dragons pull out the 35-33 victory over the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins. Steve Stricker here joined alongside Isaac Smith. Sorry, I called him Stone earlier. And your totals here for this evening. And I see my voice is off a little bit again. All right, for the Lady Bruins, leading all scorers tonight, Anaya Kaufman, the junior, with 18. Cassie Miller had 7. Mariah Miller with 4, and Taryn Clark with 4. 33 total points for the Lady Bruins. They had 17 turnovers altogether, but couple costly ones there in the end. The big one there with the missed free throw by Stricker, and then the traveling call and a turnover late. For the Lady Dragons, Morgan Dunlap with 14, Macy Morris with 9, Macy Stricker with 6, Cagney Hoffman with 4, and Rachel Kuntz with 2. Only 1 turnover, Isaac, in the first half, but a little bit more, I guess, in the second. They had 8 turnovers in the second half, 9 total. I mean, you're not displeased with 9 turnovers, but when you have 1 in the first half, you don't want to end the game with almost double digits.
and I'm wondering if it was just the nerves of a close game or.
Yeah, I don't know. They did put a little bit more pressure on us in the second half. That obviously caused some things, some pretty hard plays there that might have been a foul, but wasn't called a foul. The big one was the one where Macy lost it off of her leg. Looked like she got pushed, and then another time she got called for a foul after they pushed her, and then she was trying to get the ball at the same time. So it is what it is as far as that goes. The good news is the Lady Dragons were able to squeak out a 2-point win and move to 2-0 on the season. The Lady Bruins will fall to 0-1. That was their first game of the year.
Which is not necessarily a bad start to the season considering what they did tonight with the way their offense performed, and their defense didn't too bad as well. I think they have a good season ahead of them.
They do, and Bethany's been one of those teams over the years that they've given us some fits. I remember a couple years ago going up there to Bethany, and we had I don't think it was the year we went to the state, but it might have been the year before that. And we went up there, and that was when we had Kaylin Barlow and we had Courtney Dunlap, and they almost pulled out one on us there. So they've been a tough out for us throughout the years. The Lady Dragons do hold a sizable advantage in the series, but you don't ever want to overlook Bethany Christian. They've got a tough team, and they played tough here this evening against the Lady Dragons. So that's going to do it for our coverage here this evening. Isaac, I appreciate you coming in and doing double duty. You filled in for Andy and also ran the camera for us. And excellent job.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
So we'll wrap it up here tonight. I'm a little tired. I got to go down to Royal Center last night and do a Pioneer football game. It was a great game. They won that one against Lafayette Catholic 48-20, and that takes a lot out of you. That was fun. So we're going to wrap it up here for Isaac Smith, Steve Stricker. Good night, everyone, here from Phil Waybright Gymnasium, where your Dragons move to 2-0 with a 35-33 victory over the Bethany Christian Lady Bruins.